Hey everybody, and welcome back for another road review with your old buddy Bucho. Let's talk about Elysium. It's 2154 and the poor live on the broken down old planet Earth and the rich live on a space station. And that space station is called Elysium. Matt Damon is Max da Costa and he wants to get up there to Elysium because he's about to die horribly. And if he can get to Elysium, he can climb on a magic medbed and get all nice and cured of his troubles. But of course the hoity-toity, represented by Jodie Foster, they don't want his kind up there fouling up their space paradise. So she and her dastardly henchmen make it really, really hard for the poor to reach Elysium and those magic medbeds. Sounds like the perfect recipe for action and drama, right? So here's what Elysium has on the plus side. Sharlto Copley as Kruger. Kruger is the most dastardly of Jodie Foster's henchmen, and holy balls is he bonkers. His performance isn't just over the top, it climbs back down the other side, and then up around the bottom, and then it goes over the top again, and then it does that 17 more times. And that's more than 16 more times. If you were put in charge of hiring 2 kindergarten teachers and the choices were between Kruger, Hannibal Lecter, and the Joker, it'd be Hannibal and the Joker in charge of handing out the orange juices and stopping the kids from gluing their hands to their eyeballs. So A+ for Sharlto Copley. Also going for large and in charge, Wagner Mulder as Spider, who's a slumlord come crime boss come super hacker, and just like Copley, Mulder brings an accent that's almost impenetrable at times, but also just like Copley, he's wildly flamboyant. I liked it. On the not so plus side though, speaking of performances, Matt Damon, not a lot of fun to watch in Elysium, which is a new thing for me because I've liked him just fine in the other 25 movies that I've seen him in. And it's not that he's flat out bad per se, but he is kind of flat and oddly charisma free. And so Max, as a character, he's never elevated into a compelling hero that I cared about. And as a result, the heart of the film is a little bland, and especially when he's in there mixing it up with the likes of Copley and Mulder playing it really big and colourful, it feels like there's a clash of tones going on, almost as if the characters are meant to be in different movies. But at least Matt Damon's not as bad in this as Jodie Foster is. She seems like she's barely interested in the movie she's in. Her accent is nonsense, her performance is oddly small. Instead of coming across as formidable and impressive, she comes across as bored and passionless. And I'm coming across more bad and should be left. But back on the plus side, the art design, really sweet. Cool looking spaceships, cool looking robots, cool looking exoskeletons, cool looking weaponry, cool looking a space station. But back on the not so plus side, too much damn shaky cam. It was a nice experiment for a movie or two, Hollywood, but it's time to quit shooting action scenes like an earthquake's happening. An earthquake's not happening, it's just 2 dudes fighting each other or driving a car. It's not an artistic technique, it's a crutch. So quit that nonsense and shoot your damn action scenes the way God intended. By which I mean, like in a Hong Kong action movie or like James Cameron. But back on the plus side, the other significant support actors. Alice Braga as Max's childhood sweetheart come nurse. Diego Luna as Max's carjacking buddy. The great William Fichtner as Mr. Evil Industrialist. And Brandon Orrit and Josh Blacker as a couple of loose unit thugs from Team Sharlto. They're all very solid and they all hit the notes they're supposed to hit. Now as for the story itself, the ideas are fine. There's some neat stuff in there, but overall it feels kind of lightweight. It feels kind of undercooked. Like it wasn't the final draft or something. Maybe it would have gripped me more if Max had been a more engaging character, but since he wasn't, the allegory is too naked, so it calls attention to itself, so the theme is too close to the surface, and that undermines all that great visual world building I was talking about earlier. So overall, Elysium has its highs, and it has its not so highs, and it all comes out at about a 7 out of 10, which fits in perfectly with all those other 7 out of 10 action blockbusters from 2013, aka the year of 7 out of 10 action blockbusters. So thanks for riding with me for another road review. Hopefully I'll be back with another one soon, but for now, I've got to go see Spider about getting on one of them shuttles so I can get my ass to Elysium.